I'm Hyundai the Dietitian, and welcome to Healthy Made Simple, where I show you how to make healthy eating simple. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this high antioxidant morning drink. Now, this is kind of a mix between a smoothie and a juice. It kind of reminds me of those fancy schmancy juices that you get from those juice shops that are like 10, 15 bucks a pop. And of course, you're not spending that much making this at home instead, but you are getting lots of antioxidants from this drink as it's filled with components that are all rich in antioxidants and also some electrolytes to give you some hydration at the same time. Now, this does have some sugar in it as we're going to put a bit of juice in there. So just be mindful of that when you're having this in the morning. I do highly recommend that you don't drink this on an empty stomach, but instead incorporate it as part of your breakfast. Maybe you have some eggs or, some toast with a high protein spread on it, like a nut butter, some oatmeal or some yogurt in the morning, and then have this as your drink on the side, or maybe even after breakfast on your way to work. If you want something to sip on, it's nicely refreshing, so it makes a nice morning drink. That extra sugar that we're getting in there that's going to come from the fruits will also give us some energy in the morning, and that antioxidant boost that we're getting from this is really going to set us up for the day to help give us a better chance of fighting off inflammation. We all deal with inflammation in our bodies, and it's important that we incorporate high antioxidant foods to help fight it. So this is a great way of doing that as part of your drink for the morning. So if you're interested to see how I put this together, stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty, let's go. All right, we're going to get started by first adding in a 1/4 cup of a frozen berry blend. And this one has got blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And there was a big chunk in there that looked right around a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to get started with that. And then next we're going to do a 1/4 cup of cherries. There we go. That's a 1/4 cup of cherries going in. And these are frozen cherries. You can use fresh too if you wish. Next, I'm going to do a handful of leafy greens, and just keep in mind that the more leafy greens you put in there, the more green it's going to taste. So if you're not a huge fan of that green taste, go a little bit less. If you enjoy the taste, add more. And I do like to keep my leafy greens in the freezer. These are all frozen bits. I'll show you what they look like. This is all frozen bits that are in here. And it stores very well, actually, in the freezer, especially if you're like me and you tend to buy these and they go bad very quickly. Keeping them in the freezer is a great option. Next, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of coconut water going in. There we go. And this measure I'm using is my 1/3 cup measure because I somehow managed to lose my 1/4 cup. So I'm just kind of guesstimating a 1/4 cup from this. And this is just regular good old coconut water, no specific brand for this. And then lastly, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of pomegranate juice. And this is 100% pomegranate juice, nothing else in there. It's not mixed with anything else. So I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of that going in. Perfect. And now we have all of our ingredients in our blender cup. We're going to blend it up. All right, I got my blender right here, and I'm going to give this guy a shake before I put it in. I always like to give it a shake before I put it in there so that it'll hopefully blend together nicer, and then we blend. Alrighty, I think it's done. I like to give this a good blend so that I don't have any leafy bits left at the bottom. But there we go. There's our morning drink ready to go. It's kind of like a smoothie consistency. It's not really thick enough to be a smoothie, but it's not as thin as a juice either. But let's pour this into a cup. Now I put a little bit of ice into my cup. One other thing you can do is you can actually put the ice into your blender cup and blend it with ice if you're looking for a consistency that's closer to a smoothie instead. But I do like it over just some ice, and it also helps kind of dilute it a little bit so it doesn't taste as sweet. I wouldn't say this is too sweet. It definitely does have some sweetness from the pomegranate juice, but it's not super duper sweet because the other stuff we're adding in there, it does have quite a bit of tartness to it. But There we go. Our drink is ready to go. That's a nice little morning beverage that's going to be so high in antioxidants. All the components we added in terms of the fruits are really high in antioxidants. Berries and cherries are especially. Leafy greens have lots of antioxidants in them as well. And then pomegranate. So you can actually do bits of pomegranate too, but I find that it makes it a little too kind of gristly in there with the pomegranate. So I prefer using the pomegranate juice instead for that extra layer of antioxidants. And lastly, the coconut water adds a nice hydration level to it. Coconut water is rich in calcium, potassium, and magnesium. So it also makes it hydrating and helps replenish some of the electrolytes that you need in the morning. And in terms of taste, you definitely taste the pomegranate more than anything else, I would say, and the cherries too. The berries kind of get lost in there. I honestly can't really taste the greens too much. I probably could have put some more in for my personal taste. But if you're not a fan of that green taste, doing a little bit of greens just so you get to add in those antioxidants would work out perfectly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to help give you an idea of how you can incorporate more antioxidants into your diet. I feel like I've said that word so many times, but it's so important to make sure that we have a high antioxidant diet to help fight inflammation within our bodies, to help prevent inflammation as well too. Thank you so much for watching Healthy Made Simple. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos from my channel that show you how to make healthy eating easy and simple at home. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers! Bye-bye!